Yes, listen students, I hope you should understand all the portions so far we have discussed in the stock exchange. 7.4 we saw the benefits and limitations of stock exchange. So one part of 7.4, that is benefits of stock exchange, we saw in the previous class. I want to repeat the same in brief. Benefits of stock exchange are available to three categories, namely benefits available to community, available to the borrowing companies, and available to the investors. The benefits of stock exchange which we saw in the previous class. Now we should see some limitations of the stock exchange. So usually when there are some benefits, definitely there will be some sort of limitations in every aspects. Here also some limitations we find out from the functioning of stock exchange. There are six limitations. Number one, lack of uniformity and control of stock exchange. So there should be some sort of uniform procedure that should be followed in all aspects, that it is not existing in the functioning of stock exchange. Lack of uniformity in functioning of stock exchange, and there should be need of some sort of control over the stock exchange, functioning of stock exchange, regarding the investors, borrowing companies, brokers or members and speculators. We put some sort of restrictions or control that is also be not there. So the first limitation is lack of uniformity and the control of stock exchange. Number two, absence of restriction on the membership of stock exchange. There should be some need of some sort of restriction on the membership or participants. I already told you there are many participants who have participated in the functioning of stock exchange. Who are the participants? They are investors, then borrowing companies, authorized brokers, members, and also speculators. So these are the most important participants who are involving in the day-to-day transactions of the stock exchange. So we should put some restriction when they are deviating from the guidelines of SEBI, Securities Exchange Board of India, and Indian Securities Contract Regulation Act of 1956. So each and every participant should follow all the guidelines, all the rules and regulations that are prescribed in the Indian Securities Contract Act of 1956. When there is any deviation from the guidelines of SEBI as well as the 1956 Act, there should be put some sort of restrictions. So it is not there in the practice, routine activities of stock exchange. That is absence of restriction on the participants or the membership of stock exchange. Then failure to control unhealthy speculation. So in the previous class I told you speculation is an integral part of the stock exchange. Each and every stock exchange there is some sort of speculation. So we will see in detail about what is speculation in another topic. So failure to control the unhealthy speculation. Speculation must be there. That is integral part of the stock exchange. However, that should be a healthy manner. The speculation should be a healthy manner. If it is an unhealthy, definitely it will affect the functioning of stock exchange. So that are taking place. So failure to control of the unhealthy speculation. Allowing more than one charge or one price in the particular place. One particular place is there are differential charges are charging by the stock exchange. That also should be avoided. So another limitation is allowing more than one price or more than one charge in the particular place. Then non-insistence of margin requirements in the stock exchange and commodity exchange. So the margin requirements is required both in stock exchange and the commodity exchange. That should be insisted. But in practice the insistence is not there. That is non-insistence of the requirements of margin, both the stock exchange and the commodity exchange. It is another limitation. Then no proper regulation of listing of securities in the stock exchange. So what do you mean by listing? Listing of securities. I told you in the previous classes, listing of securities or listing of companies means the securities are the companies which are included the list of the official list of stock exchange, which is called as listing of securities. Whether it may be securities or whether it may be the companies. The name of the companies or the name of the securities which are included in the official list of stock exchange, which is known as listing of securities. So there should be a need of a proper regulation while listing of securities or listing of companies in the stock exchange. So while listing of securities, the guidelines which are prescribed by the Securities Exchange Board of India and Indian Securities Contract Act should be followed or obeyed. But in practice, there is no proper regulation regarding the listing of securities in the stock exchange. So these are some important limitations while functioning of stock exchange that are existing in routine activities or prevailing in the regular activities. So what are the types of speculators? Bull, then bear, stake and lamb. These are the name of the some speculators. These are the names of some speculators who are involving in the business transaction in the stock exchange. So when you overcome these limitations of stock exchange, so I already told you the stock exchange is a barometer as well as the indicator of national economy of the particular country. When you overcome all these limitations of stock exchange, definitely the result will be a fruitful one about the parameter of the national economy as well as the development indicator of the national economy. The stock exchange will be a fruitful one or will be a successful one when the stock exchange overcome all these limitations. So with the end of 7.4, benefits and the limitations of stock exchange. We saw the previous class, benefits of stock exchange, and this class the limitations of the stock exchange. With the end of 7.4. 7.5 see in the next class.